We're on. Hey, everybody. This is D here. I'm here with Jethro.
Hi.
We're reviving what used to be somewhat of a podcast show before things were podcasts, and we called it Delay Radio. Just delayed news, things going on, and that's it. So we're reviving the format. We're bringing it back. We got new peeps. Jethro being the new guy on the block. We got another guy who will show up at some point, future episodes. But yeah, we're going to shoot through some news, maybe tell some revealing stories, things we don't want people to know, or at least maybe our wives not to know about. We know they'll never listen to this. So.
Maybe. Yeah.
And maybe we'll clear our conscience a little bit.
Listen,
maybe clear our conscience again, and then we'll scour the web, looking for questions, questions from the internet. And I know Jethro has some, and then I have a few. So, yeah, without further ado, obviously there's a lot going on everywhere, which is good. And I know Jethro's going through, you're recovering from sickness.
Oh, yeah. So occasionally I will have a bout of coughing fit where I am trying to eject the sickness that has been lodged into my lungs for the last probably about a week.
Oh, perfect. He's down with the sickness.
Yeah, that's right. You think that's how he wrote that song?
Gosh, I hope so.
It's just him gagging up phlegm.
It's such about what the flu, and he's just like, guys, we got to go.
Oh, there I go.
We got to go into the studio, you guys. So, speaking of bands, we were kind of talk about getting into music somehow already. I had a pretty good one, as you guys know. Recently was Valentines Day, and a couple, I believe they were in Ireland. They took a little trip, Jethro. They were trying to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but it turns out that they bought tickets to see a band called the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, man.
It ended up being a travel a travel Scottish band that does bagpipe music.
Do they at least cover Red Hot Chili Pepper songs?
Gosh, I hope so. What would Flea do on a bagpipe? That's my question.
Can we find a link to a song of theirs?
Oh gosh, we'd be able to. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just go on YouTube and type in Red Hot Chili Peppers, not Peppers. So apparently this couple, the English couple, they flew to Belfast to see what was their favorite band. He bought these tickets for Valentine's. And it was right on the tickets. He flew to Belfast, and they flew to Ireland from England to go see this band. And, no wonder... the tickets were so cheap. He thought he was getting a steal, and
that's awesome.
So yeah, he figured, kill two birds with one stone and do that for Valentine's Day, and it just didn't quite work out. They basically said that all they could do was laugh about it, and that's about it. But, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, check those guys out. I believe they're, like I said, they're from Scotland. They actually do bagpipe music.
Oh, man.
So, they were...
they do Smoke on the Water and Thunderstruck.
Okay, so that makes sense.
They are a
some
cover band.
AC/DC. Yeah. What is that song?
Oh, wait. Nope, sorry. Hold on.
I'd like to see them do maybe.
Oh, yes. That was off their album, Bag Rock to the Masses.
Nice.
It's got Thunderstruck. Wait, what?
If they do Californication, then it would have worked out pretty well for them.
Let me try and see if I can't find a song by them.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it'd be pretty incredible. I wonder at what point do you realize that you actually are at the wrong concert? You know, was it when they got to the venue and, you know, saw who was there? or was it when the band stepped out on the stage instead
But see, that could have just been an opening band. You don't know. So is it till like after they stop playing and then everyone's leaving?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, you know, the Red Hot Chili Peppers themselves used to be known for wearing socks, you know, on their groin area. But these guys are wearing kilts and perhaps nothing on the groin area underneath. So if you're sitting in or standing in that front row, I imagine that they're general admission tickets where you're just, you know, standing at the stage. Then it'd be a whole different experience altogether. You could say that he definitely dropped the ball on Valentine's Day this year. So, yeah, I feel bad for that couple.
Are they still together, though?
Gosh, I hope so. Maybe they had some sweet bagpipe serenading to help just ease the frustration of booking the wrong show altogether. Oh, man. So yeah, that happened. I haven't really heard any other embarrassing Valentine's Day stories, but Jethro, did you have any that you wanted to kind of bring up and surface to all the people out there?
Well, I did. I'm trying to find it again.
Oh, no worry. While you're doing that, I'll bring something else up. And apparently, the Windex over at Apple must be really good. You know, they were building that new campus, that new building. Have you seen that?
I haven't.
I don't remember what it's called. It's this new headquarters that they've built that essentially is a ring shape. It's kind of this infinity building concept. A lot of glass. They have these 45-foot tall curved panels of safety glass, you know, inside of workspaces, and they have everything separated in pods. And what has been happening is that although it's kind of designed to be collaborative, where you can see where other people are, people who are distracted walking through the building are actually walking right into the glass. So you have employees at Apple, I mean, who have to be, I mean, pretty intelligent people. You know, I've met some people who've worked for Apple, and they definitely filter them really well. There's just really smart people that work there. But you know, when you're staring down at your what I'm guessing is going to be an Apple product, an iPad or iPhone or something, that they're just walking head first. And just imagine, I can't imagine, you know, if these pods are office space, you know, to be in a meeting and then just have somebody like walk right into the
right to the window. Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty insane. So, and if you haven't checked it out, I would definitely Google that one, because the building is pretty cool, and I believe that was one of the last projects that Steve Jobs actually worked on. You know, before he left. So, yeah, pretty crazy. Who knew his last hurrah would be his own employees walking into windows and doorways? So, yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
Well, I was searching Yahoo Answers the other day.
Nice.
And I found a curious question.
Uh-oh. This is a recent one? Is this a recent question?
This question was posted... it doesn't say. It's got 59 answers on it. But anyways, the question is, how to impress a girl? Question mark.
So this was a person who just openly posted he just wants advice on how to do that.
Yeah, he just wants to know how to impress girls. Huh. He wants the flirting step-by-step process.
So he wants it like he wants it like car wash instructions. Like,
yes, he wants it SEO or ISO 2009 compliant.
Step one.
Step one.
Nice. And what was some of the stuff that came out of that?
Oh, okay.
Hopefully it's some internet gold.
Well, the best answer was, why would you do that? Girls are stupid.
That's an honest answer, because I think they would say the same about us. We're down here right now doing a podcast, and our wives are upstairs dropping things on the floor, and you can hear it through the microphones.
We'll edit that out later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
We could just remove them from the house entirely.
The second best answer, by having money.
Nice. I think that's the easy route to go.
That's generally the easy route to go.
But if I had money, I would actually pretend like I didn't.
Well, yeah,
for
it's
at least
more fun that way.
At least the first 20 years of our marriage. And then all of a sudden I'd buy hot tubs and like trips to Bora Bora.
Yeah. You just say you found them.
Yeah. And then she's like, well, why have we been eating Kraft macaroni and cheese every day for the last 20-some years? Hey, sometimes it's good.
Yeah, gotta pinch every penny.
That's right.
Penny saved is a penny earned.
Penny earned. Can't take those trips to Bora Bora if we were if we weren't saving on the powder mac and cheese. It's funny that and I think that fits with the recent Valentine's Day thing, and now that we're kind of heading into this part of the part of the show, going into some of these questions and stuff. I saw an interesting one. My girlfriend is pregnant and we didn't have sex. How could this have happened?
Well, it could be.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah, he was asking, how could that have happened? How could his? And of course, the answer went direct. I mean, it was almost an instant response to the question. Is like, she cheated on you. How could you not figure that out?
Yeah. I would say, don't sign the birth certificate.
Oh no.
At least not quite yet. And then, you might be hearing from the Maury show here. You never know.
Yeah. And here was also a good one. It's a little late in the year. Obviously, we've passed Halloween. But are skeletons real or made up? And the answer was, my friend's mom says she was once chased by a skeleton, but I don't think skeletons are real. Please help me.
Well, skeletons are real. They're a real thing. Turns out.
Yeah. I just can't believe
they're not. I mean, they're not living beings.
Or how about?
I mean, living beings have skeletons inside of them.
I mean, that's true. That's true. That's definitely true. Yeah. Or is it? I want a new letter in the alphabet. Is it possible to make a new letter and put it in the alphabet? First, you'd have to figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have to spell a numerous amount of words with it.
I feel like
we have to make new words.
Yeah, and I think I'd be okay with that. I think we could use another vowel just to screw up Wheel of Fortune. Like, have, like, the new letter introduced, but then the TV shows aren't aware of it.
Yeah, so we'll just make a new letter that takes the place of whenever you have two vowels next to each other.
It's just elongated.
It's just
elongated. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there's some doozies out there. If you guys haven't had a chance, just spend like half your day on the internet trying to find stupid questions that
and then email
that
us.
People ask. Yeah. Tell us about it somehow. Obviously, we have to get those contact channels in place so people can kind of chime in and stuff in the future. So yeah, but I think we have about 5-ish minutes left. We try to keep these to probably, I don't know. We talked about doing 20 to 25 minute increments for you guys. Just whether it's for your commute or whatever you guys are doing, homework, writing a paper. It's always good for that, just to get a quick lesson. But yeah, I think it's time to maybe tell a revealing story, something maybe embarrassing or revealing, maybe about yourself.
Well, okay, so once back in college, funny stories always happen in college, and so me and my buddies, we went down and ate from this food cart, and I forget the name of it. But anyways, probably about...
What kind of food was it?
Oh, it was burrito. It was like a burrito cart. And so yeah, I don't know if it was the what's that Mexican meat called?
Oh, was it carne asada?
Carne asada. I don't know if it was that. But or no, it was the it was
like the shredded
pork,
beef,
like the
pork
pork stuff.
Pulled pork. Okay.
And then but anyways, it was I think it was something in there, but it just did not sit right. And so that what turned into a fun game of when we go into the bathroom, which end is it going to come out of? And,
nice.
Well, and on top of that, it was also a race between you and your friend.
Musical commodes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well, let's just say that one time my friend, he won the race, but he lost the gamble.
Nice. He was only 50% there.
He chose wrong.
Oh, that's awful. So how did that pan out? I mean, what?
I helped clean it up.
Oh,
But,
man.
It was everywhere.
It's terrible. I got one. It's probably less embarrassing and not as doesn't involve any ends per se, but I have this habit of sleepwalking and talking in my sleep, and I've done all those things for years, but I've never shopped and slept in the same breath or whatever. So apparently a few months ago, I had woken up in the middle of the night and got on my phone and got onto Amazon, where I randomly just bought a didgeridoo. I had put the didgeridoo in my cart, done the checkout, got the 2-day shipping, and I woke up in the morning and got the notification that my order was being shipped out, and 2 days later, I had a didgeridoo in my living room. If you guys don't know what a didgeridoo is, it's an instrument. I believe it's native to Australia. You'll hear it in like Outback commercials. It's like that low humming sound that you always hear. So
That's a pretty good impression, actually.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I have a real didgeridoo. Maybe I'll introduce that on some of the episodes, but. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. My wife gave me a lot of flack for shopping in my sleep. I'm lucky I haven't bought anything else random after that. But yeah, so that was
time will tell.
Time will tell. So yeah, we have about 1 minute left. Any closing remarks or anything to recap, Jethro, from for all the people out there?
Stay classy.
Yeah, stay classy. Definitely read your tickets. If you're buying tickets to a band,
yes, make sure the correct vowel is in place.
Make sure it says Peppers, not Pipers. If there's one word of advice that we could give to you whilst going to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
But honestly, I still think it would have been a good show.
I bet you it was. I mean, you got some crazy hooligans playing bagpipes. It couldn't have been a bad night.
Yeah, it can't be that bad.
It couldn't have been a bad night. But, yeah, so this about concludes our first revival of delay radio, and I'm D, and that's Jethro over there, and you until next time. I think you already said it. You said it before.
Stay classy.
Stay classy.